the channel, we play an old-fashioned game of Duck, Duck, Goose with Ace Duck Super 7 Ultimate Edition.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today on the channel from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line, we got Ace Duck. But for all your Ace Duck needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. You can also go to the Super 7 web store and at checkout put in code KyleP to support this very YouTube channel. There you go. But of course, we're going to do it like we do all the other reviews on this channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And first off, back in the day, this is an older figure. We used to have these cardboard kind of mailers on these guys. A little added protection. They do not use these anymore. So there it is. We do have that with this one. And then we get down to Ace Duck himself. Now, once again, I just recently got the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger White Ranger from Super 7. It did not have the slipcase cover, so we might be losing the slipcase cover as well. Cost cutting left and right, but you got Ace Duck. He's just a good guy on the sewer manhole cover right there, looking good. Ace Duck down below. Nothing on the sides. Turtle logo, or I should say Ultimates logo up there. Turtle logo back there. Usual bells and whistles, but of course slipcover style. Just slowly releases. There it is, shooting the 3 like a young Larry Bird right there. Goodbye, see you later. And then you got Ace Duck looking only like an Ace Duck could look if he was in the Turtles line. Of course, the Turtles' favorite movie star is one Ace Duck, and we'll compare this one to the NECA one later on in this video. Turtles logo, Ace Duck, big window box. Green signifies good in this line. He's got the green brick all over. Nothing too fun on the sides. And then on the back, we get the blurb. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Ace Duck, the aerodynamic adventurer. Let's see. Hungry for duck brain, Krang ordered Shredder to beam an earthbound duck to Dimension X. There's a shortage of ducks in Dimension X. Okay. While transmuting the duck, famous test pilot Ace Conrad accidentally flew into the energy beam. The emerging plane was suddenly piloted by Ace Duck, the aerodynamic adventurer with a big bill. The plane plummeted into the inner city and slid nose first into the sewer. Ace escaped without ruffling his feathers and found himself at the secret hideout of the Turtles. So, we get Ace Duck flying into action. Flapping into action, maybe more like it. I don't know. Packaging, green and gold attack like a young Terry Steinbach. See you later, goodbye. Plastic prison. Let's bust these guys out here, see what's going on. Dare I say, see what all the fuss is about. Maybe. Maybe I'll say it, maybe I won't. There we go. So we got some wings. We do got the weapons rack right there. Like an angel's wings, really, on Ace Duck. Looking good. And then we get Ace Duck himself. We get an extra head. We get some weapons, some grenades, a hat, and all kinds of hands. He's ready to do this ducking thing, and I will as well once I get him out of the package. And we'll be back talking all things Ace Duck. All right, we got Ace Duck out of the package. Let's dive in. Let's start with the accessories per the norm on these Turtle Tuesday unboxings. And first off, we get the big weapons tree right here. We always get the weapons tree with these early Turtle releases from Super 7. This one, no different here. So an interesting one, no doubt about it. Got little wheels and tires going on in this one. So a little bit of something different we didn't get over here. But that's what we get. Is what it is. Going to a baggie, never to be seen again for me. But then we dive into some of these extra accessories. We get all kinds of hands going on. And let's give this duck a couple of extra hands. It seems like you got a splayed out hand, got a hand-shaking hand. Got those going on. We got a trigger hand ×2, so we get 2 trigger hands on this guy. We get 2 fists of fury. We're always here for some duck fury. Little punches and bunches for old Ace Duck. And then we do get another flying kind of grasping hand over here. Yellow feathers on here, yellow color, a little brighter yellow on the underside, a little darker on the palms of the hands, a little variant in colors. Then we get a ton of egg bombs. They look like basically grenades, but you look at them, they're an eggshell. And we got 6 of these things. Did we need 6 of them? He can store 4 of them on the back of his jacket here. We'll talk about that in a second, but we got 6 of these little grenades here. I guess it is what it is if you want to choose your own grenade adventure at the end of the day. Then we dive in here, we get an old school Tommy gun going on. Nice gray color against it, and then you got the brown wooden handle with the white wrapping on it, but he's ready to take out people like a mobster, really, at the end of the day, is a young ace duck. And then we do get a pistol, and this is probably what I'm going to put on him as a little pistol here, looking handy. Same silver color, same kind of brown color down there on the handle, looking pretty good there. And then we do get goggles for him, and I guess we'll talk about these when we get to the heads for here, but we do, of course, get some duck wings. Got to have some wings with a duck. Looking good here. Very similar color combination to the hands. Makes sense. Going to match the figure. But we do get it. Nice feathers going around. Of course, plug right into his back. It'll be interesting to see how hard these are to plug in. I guess I could try to do one right now real quick just to see if they go right in or if it's more of a pain. Yeah, it seems to be... Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain, so you probably got to heat this guy up a little bit to get those wings in there. They're not just going to plug right in. A lot of our Super 7 stuff we do have to heat up. There's no doubt. We've seen that with them. We've seen it with NECA and some other toy lines as well. But for me, at least, not going to plug right in. I did notice here you got the spot to plug in the jacket, but you also have a second jacket if you want to display him without wings. So you can truly choose your own adventure. I'm actually leaning to not putting the wings in at all on him. We'll see if that ends up shaking out that way. But basically the same jacket without holes in the back for wings. Choose your own wing adventure is what they're letting you do here. But now we're going to dive in to, of course, Ace Duck in the head sculpt department here. Looking a little bit like Howard the Duck is kind of what he reminds me of a little bit here. As he does look like a duck, a very animated cartoon duck from the 80s and 90s. I mean, that's what he is and that's what he looks like. As I do lose his tail feathers. It looks like his tail feathers do connect into his back. So they just plug in, but they also plug out. But mine did fall out, so those are removable. I just found that out, but you got that on the back there. But back to the head. Back to the head on this one. You got two big old eyes going on, black with a little white around him. You got some teeth showing on the side. Big old bill with a nice slope on it. And then, of course, hair at the top all slicked back. Looking like an ace duck. Really, at the end of the day, if somebody handed me this, I think I'd guess ace duck. Maybe not. We'll see. But the second head, I think, is the head I would probably like to use. He does got his flyboy helmet, hat, whatever you want to call it, on, looking good. Looks like he's going to fly a plane or he's going to play some old-timey football is what he looks like he's going to do here. You got kind of that same mouth going on, but a little bit more mean. He's got more teeth showing, and he's got that big old cigar out the side he's chomping on. This is the ace duck that's ready for business. I do prefer this head between the two. Looks a little bit more menacing, at least for me. Now, we did get goggles with this as well, so you can put the goggles on this guy. You can put it on this one. You can choose your own adventure, but just nice goggles that slip over the head. Very easily go on there. Like the looks of that, no problems. And you also get hat for Ace Duck here as well. Very military-like, I guess we'd call this one. Very on brand for him, but it looks really, really good. It fits perfectly. Fits the contortion of his head and all that, so that does work on him here. I don't think that'll fit this one over here. Yeah, it's not necessarily for this. I guess you could rest it on there if you wanted to, but it won't stay on as easy as it does over on this side here. So some pretty decent heads as far as I'm concerned on this one. I'm going to have to sit there and think about it, but I'm really leaning towards that cigar one. Like a young Hannibal from the A-Team is what he reminds me of a little bit there. But we talked about the head. Now we do got this bandolier. Is that what they call that thing around here? You can put all those grenades in there. I'm almost thinking about just taking this thing off as it does plug in and out. I don't know if I really feel like I need this on my Ace Duck. But choose your own adventure once again, but it's a place to store those grenades if you do need something like that. Articulation on him, his arms will go all the way around for us. You do get a bicep cut. Single jointed elbow, side to side. Single jointed though. Hands back and forth, side to side. Hands removable. Head removable. Back and forth, side to side, up and down. And once again, those tail feathers falling out on here. I don't like those things falling off that easy. We do get hula hoop. No, nothing. No articulation, just waist articulation. You do get a little bit of splits on this little duck here. Legs go up. Bend at the knee, side to side, up and down. Ankles back and forth, up and down. So usual Super 7 articulation. However, no waist crunch, no ab crunch, nothing like that. Full-on feathered chest, I guess. Now, why couldn't it be real feathered chest? If only. But he does got that going on. Of course, this jacket is removable. You could put this one on, as we did break down and discuss. Got some badging on both sides of his coat. Once again, a very nice coat. Looks like a pilot's coat. Makes sense. On brand for Ace Duck as well. Did forget to mention he does have holes in his feet. Does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. What do you know? Fits on the stand if you need him to. And he does have the Turtles Classic logo on the back of his jacket as well. And he's got the blue jeans going on. He's here for some blue jeans. Like a young George Michael, really, at the end of the day, is what Ace Duck is like. but not a bad package here. I do feel there's going to probably be some frustrations. I'm already frustrated with these tail feathers. Have a feeling these are going to fall out and be the bane of my existence. We've seen it with wings in the past. We'll probably see it again. But it does not want to go in here, so I'm going to have to heat this guy up to even get those in. Don't like that. I want to be able to plug and play. I want to get running. I shouldn't have to go up to the hairdryer. Is what it is, though. We're somewhat used to it all these years later. I do got the Super 7 version of Ace Duck right here. A little yin and yang between the two lines, of course. Did I say Super 7? I meant NECA. I don't even know what am I saying anymore. What am I doing? But we got the NECA version. We got the Super 7 version. You can kind of see how these ones compare. Of course, this is based off the cartoon. This is based off of more of the toy lines, as we do know with these Ultimate Editions from Super 7. But fun figures at the end of the day. I enjoy things that are different, especially in the Turtle universe. And this is a cool character. Maybe not in a ton of episodes. Maybe not very well known. However, for me, definitely well-remembered Ace Duck. I remember the toy as a little kid, and I remember things about him. So he at least made an impression on me. Maybe he did on you as well. But Ace Duck, Super 7, coming in hot. What are your guys' thoughts? Is it a pickup? Is it a pass? Was it a long game? Was it an immediate game? Let me know what you thought of Ace Duck. And of course, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on the old Patreon channel, including early access to both channels' YouTube videos, on top of tons of other bonus stuff. Check out the Patreon. Support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. The _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for Ace Duck, I'm Ace Kyle. See you guys all real soon.